Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to a new video. So today I thought I'd talk about like some, I guess, regrets that I had or like mistakes that I made when I was on exchange. So yeah, I got back from my exchange like a year and a half ago, so I've had some time to reflect. So yeah, here's some things that I guess I would have done differently. So number one is to actually study Italian, like, or whatever language of the country that you're going to. If you're going to like a language with a if you're going to a country with a foreign language, actually study the language, like study the grammar. Don't just rely on Duolingo because it doesn't really do anything, and start listening to the language, like watching videos and movies and stuff. Like, I wish I would have done that earlier and just done more of that, so I could have been like more prepared. Number two is kind of similar to, it's to do with language, but it's to actually speak the language while you're there. Like, I think when I was there, like, I don't know, I wasn't really confident in speaking Italian. Like, I thought I was never, like, I wasn't confident in my language skills, so I just never spoke, which is like, obviously if you never speak, how are you gonna get better? So yeah, even if you think that you're bad or like you're gonna make mistakes, like, you have to speak because that's how you learn. So yeah, number three is I kind of wish that I went earlier. Like, basically what I mean by this is, like, for exchange, or at least for me, you can go in August, I think, or you can go in January, and both of them are like for the year. But I kind of wish I went earlier, like at the start of year 13, like my last year of high school, because to be honest, year 13 was kind of a waste of time. So if I went in January, that would have meant that I would have came back and then I wouldn't have like had to start uni late, or like, and also like by going in January, like I would have been there from like January to December, or not December, maybe like January to November or something. So yeah, I would have like been in Europe for the entire summer, and I could have gone like on more trips and stuff. So yeah, definitely depends on like your personal preference, but yeah, I kind of wish I went like in January and just started like the full like calendar year. Number four is, one thing that I regret was shipping like a box full of stuff to Italy. So basically, like halfway through my exchange, I was like, I don't have enough clothes, because I was like pretty minimalist and I didn't really pack much. So I was like, I don't have enough clothes, I only have like 2 pairs of shoes, and like, because in Italy it's like there's no school uniform, so you wear clothes every day, or like your own clothes. So like, I was wearing the same thing and I was just like really sick of it, and I just wanted to have more clothes. So basically I got my mom to like ship me a box full of stuff, and that was just not worth it. Like, it was super expensive. I think it was like $100 and something to like ship a box full of stuff. And then when it got to Italy, like, I had to pay like this some like fee or tax or something, and then it was like $100 again. So it was like over $200 for a box of stuff that wasn't even worth that much. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend shipping stuff from home, especially if you live far away, because the tax is really gonna get you. The next kind of regret is like not changing host families. So even though I did end up eventually changing host families twice, I think even if like, I was just kind of like in the mindset that I'm lucky to even have a host family. So like, who am I to like want to change? Like, they're literally giving me food and letting me live in their house. But I think if you're unhappy where you are, like, don't be afraid to speak up and change families, because the family is like 90% of the experience. So if you're in a miserable family, like, it's just not gonna be a fun time. Another regret is kind of like in the application phase, but basically when you apply, you can say your preferences. So you can be like, do you want to live in a small town or a big town, and what type of school you want to go to. Because in Italy, like, the high schools are like, they have artistic high schools and like technical high schools. So like, I was put into like a science high school, which is like the most kind of academic one. But like, since I wasn't going there for like academic exchange, I probably would have enjoyed it more if I went to like an artistic high school, and I could have actually like participated like in the lessons more, because I was just kind of like sitting there the whole time and not doing anything. So yeah, don't be afraid to like say your preferences. If you want to live in a big town, like, say it, because I think I put like, I don't mind, but like, I ended up getting a really small town, which in hindsight, like, obviously I wouldn't change it, but like, yeah, I mean, I just think that like, if you're going on exchange, it's really difficult if you're in a small town, especially if there isn't a lot of transport, because you're not going to be able to drive, so you're going to have to rely on like your host family to get you to go anywhere. So yeah, I kind of think living in a big town would be more fun in that sense, or like there would be more to do, so definitely be more interesting. Another regret I have is not traveling. So I was like living in the center of Italy, and I literally only ended up going to like 2 places throughout my whole exchange. So basically I landed in Rome when I got there, and then we went to like, we took a trip to Florence like with my exchange company. But other than that, I didn't really go anywhere like in Italy. Like I never got to go to Milan or Venice or Napoli or the south or any of that. It was only when my exchange finished and I went on a trip with my dad that I visited like Milan and Venice and stuff. Like other than that, I would have, like if it hadn't been for that, I would have never got to even go to those cities like after a year living in Italy, which is kind of embarrassing. Like it's so easy to travel, like it's literally like a 5-hour train ride or something. So yeah, definitely like travel as much as you can if you're going on exchange. Like I know it can be hard, like you need to get permission and stuff, but honestly just do it. Like that's pretty much what you're there for. So yeah, even if you have to convince your host family or, you know, meet up with friends, just travel as much as you can. And my last regret I would say is just not taking like lots of photos and videos. Like to be fair, I ended up losing my phone, which did have quite a lot of photos and stuff. But yeah, honestly I didn't really video much. Like I didn't post many YouTube videos, and part of that was because my host family didn't really have Wi-Fi, or like I couldn't access my computer. But yeah, I kind of regret not taking more photos and videos and like memories of the trip, because even though I do have memories in my mind, it would have been cool to like actually see actual photos and like show people and stuff. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, learned something new, and yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.